Hello, this is Angela with Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Guys, I want to welcome you to my channel and welcome you to my garden. This is the Memorial Day weekend and I'm so excited because I have a lot of things that needs to get done in the garden that I can't get to during the week when I'm working. But as you can see here in my broccoli bed, I have some broccoli that needs to be harvested. I was hoping that it would get just a little bit bigger, but I'm noticing now that it's starting to separate and remove from the clump. So I'm going to go on and harvest these today. I won't be removing the entire plant, just the first head of broccoli, because throughout summer and even fall, the broccoli will be creating little side shoots that I can use in a stir fry or in a salad. That will remain. But also, there are some housekeeping things that I need to do. I've captured rainwater from the last time it rained here in Tennessee, growing zone 7A. And so I need to fertilize a lot of things. I'm seeing a little yellowing of some of my peppers where they're not doing so well. So I want to give them a little boost. And then also, I need to do a lot of weeding in all of my raised beds and containers. Another thing that I've started that I need to continue on is removing all of the trees and things that are growing along the fence all around the garden. And I've started that, but today I'm going to pick all of that up. And then also I want to do some spraying um, using a grass and weed killer. Not in my raised beds, of course, or not near my vegetables, but just in some of the aisles where it has just really gotten out of hand. And guys, if there is enough time, I want to mulch in between all of my raised beds. And as you notice, I use cardboard a lot every time I go to the store. If I see cardboard, I go on and I grab it. And normally, what I do is I'll bring it home and lay it down just to suppress the weeds until such a time I'm able to use my wood chips that I have here on the homestead and then to mulch. So it doesn't sound like a lot on my task list, but all of these projects are major because my garden is pretty sizable and I have several different areas. And so it really takes a lot to feed everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be giving you a couple of little snippets here and there of my progress this Memorial Day weekend. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to go on and harvest these carrots. And as you can see, they're trying to come up on their own. They're where you can see them. So I'm just going to grab them as far down as I can and just pull up. Okay. Right. So that's one. Here's another one. They're a little twisted, but when I cut them up, you won't know. And when I get these all washed up, I'll share them with you. Here's another one. Oops. Well, let me finish harvesting these carrots and I'll get back with you. I'm going to harvest some more of these mustard greens because I'm noticing that some of them are starting to go to seed. Mustard greens is one vegetable that really doesn't like the heat. So as soon as it gets warm, you'll find that they'll start to go to seed. And of course, I have some more on my balcony as well that I can harvest. I don't think I'm going to pull these out just yet. I'm going to do a little bit more harvesting from it and then see if I can get any more off of it. But once I do, I think I have some more vegetables that I'm going to plant in here as a succession plant in this container. Okay? Now I'm going to harvest from my broccoli, as you can see. Okay, I'll harvest these 3 and maybe one more there in the back because it's starting to open as well. So this is my harvest so far of broccoli. So I'm stirring up my fish emulsion and a little bit of Epsom salt. And I brought an old picture here. And I'm going to go on and fertilize my broccoli. One more, I think, will do it for this bed. Okay, I've done that. Now I'm going to fertilize the other vegetables. Since I'm harvesting all of the carrots, I'm going on and planting more potatoes. So here you see I'm using some more of the bone meal, and I'm also using some fertilizer. This is my tomato and vegetable grow well fertilizer. So I'm adding a little handful to each of the holes, and then I'm putting in my seed potatoes. In this container, I'm going to put 2 each. Cover that up. And then I'm going to make another hole here for the second potato. Add my fertilizer. Little bone meal. And another potato here. Going to cover that up. Then I think I'm going to top it off with a little more of my garden soil that I have on hand. All right, and that way, by the time I harvest my first set of potatoes, in the next couple of months, I'll be able to harvest from these. And I also have more potatoes that I've just recently planted over here in these crates where I have the boxes, cardboard boxes. And so here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more containers of potatoes that will be the next phase that will be harvested after the first set. Okay? So I just finished digging up the purple carrots out of this container, and now I'm going to plant an okra plant in here. I've added some fertilizer already. Stick that in there. So I have okra now in the raised bed, And I have okra also in containers. I've got one more thing to do, and that is to water the garden one more time for the evening. And I'm going to call it a day, and we will pick up again on tomorrow. So let me do my last chore, which is to water the garden. All right, guys, everything's getting watered. Thank you so much for joining me today while I do a lot of chores here in the garden. I feel like I've accomplished a lot today. I've planted my okra. I've planted more potatoes. I've cut a lot of the trees that were growing on my fence today. I just haven't picked them up just yet, but they've been removed from the fence. I fertilized today, and I'm doing my last watering at the end of the day. Let me get a little further. Tomorrow I have some harvesting that I need to do, and I will bring you along so you can see what my harvest is looking like. Okay, guys, thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.